Tuesday, everyone. Sudiska Kanachi. It's been 7 months since she's been missing. 7 months that we haven't heard anything about this cold case. 7 months that well, we do know, according to the authorities, that she drowned. However, no body has been surfaced. Her body is still missing, even though the authorities said that she's missing. However, with that being said, the last person to see her alive was Joshua Reedy, a 22-year-old student from Idaho, and obviously the authorities, from the Dominican Republic, clear him, even though he was a person of interest, and he was the last person to see her alive. I've been checking periodically any updates in regards to her disappearance, and there's nothing to the sort. There's nothing about this, and it's a cold case. I don't believe, to be honest with you, I don't believe that she drowned. I believe that she was taken against her will. Was she intoxicated on that night that she was missing on March 6th? Yes. Was Joshua Reedy was the last person to see her? Yes. Like I said, I believe that she was taken against her will. Sex trafficking to another country. She was moved. She's definitely is not in Dominican Republic at all. I also believe that she's very much alive. That's just my belief. That's just my theory. Even though a lot of people, including her parents, believe that she drowned because they found her bathing suit covering and one of her sandals on the beach where she was last seen. That could be easily, one, planted there. Two, she probably left it there because, again, she was drinking when her and four of her other students, including two other boys, Joshua Reedy and his friend that went along with him at the bar, were both drinking, and they both went to the beach. So again, I don't believe that she drowned. I don't believe that she's dead, to be honest with you. She was taken against her will and sex trafficking, and this is a cold case. And I hope and pray that wherever she is, that she will get away and someone will find her, or she will find safety, that she will come back home and tell her story. That's what I'm believing. That's what I'm hoping for, actually. I'm really, really hoping for that. And I haven't stopped for for any second. Stop praying for her. Obviously, stop praying for her parents and her family. I know her parents are moving on because they have two young other children to take care of. But again, I'm not in their heads, but I can only imagine what the mother is going through each and every day, that she believed that her daughter drowned, according to the authorities from the Dominican Republic, and her father. Obviously, men, their how they handle grief is differently. How we handle grief, especially mothers. He's probably moving on and just doing what he needs to do to take care of his household and pay the bills and take care of his wife and his two young children. But I can imagine the mother each and every night, when she's tucking her two young children, that not a day goes by that she doesn't think about her daughter. She doesn't think about, maybe possibly believe, she probably believed that her daughter is still alive somewhere against her will, because that's what I believe. I believe that she was taken against her will. Someone was there at the beach, saw an opportunity while Joshua was passed out of his mind, drunk, claims that he was in the water. They both were in the water, and they were far and at the ocean, and then he tried to save her. Again, his story was very inconsistent. Didn't it didn't map it didn't match the things that he was saying. I think he was scared and nervous. Do I believe he knows more than he was telling the authorities? Yes, even though there's no concrete proof of that. However, I believe that someone was there at the beach and they made their move once Joshua was passed out, and Kanaki was heading towards back to the hotel, and someone grabbed her behind her, not knowing her fate. Someone grabbed her behind her and took her against her will. And she's probably sex trafficking. Again, there's no body. Her body is still to be Sorry about my dog. Her body's still to be discovered. They still haven't discovered her body, even though they said that she drowned. I don't believe she drowned, like I said. But briefly, if anyone don't know about this story, I'm going to briefly tell you about the story about Sudiska Kanaki. On Monday, March 3rd of 2025, Kanaki and five fellow students traveled to Dominican Republic for spring break, staying at a Rio Republic hotel. On March 6th, around 3 a.m., Kanaki was seen drinking with a group of age, uh, let me start all over. Staying with a group of women aged 20 to 22 and two men aged 22 at the bar. Surveillance footage captured the group heading at the beach at 4:15 a.m., with Kanaki seen walking arm in arm with Joshua, 22-year-old college student. While the others departed at around 5 a.m., Kanaki and Joshua, according to Joshua, a wave swept them out to the sea, and he attempted to rescue Kanaki. He claimed to have last seen her walking in knee-deep water after asking Kanaki if she was okay. Joshua vomited seawater and he had swallowed and was unable to hear her response. Following this, Joshua did not see Kanaki and assumed that she had left. He then fell asleep on the beach chair. Surveillance footage showed Joshua leaving the beach at 8:55 a.m. Now, the question I'm asking, is she dead or alive? And what really happened to her? What really happened to her? I have my theories, but that's just my theories, unless I have concrete proof to back up my theories. I believe there's more to this cold case. I believe more people know what really happened to her, especially in that hotel, in the Rio Republic Hotel. And they're not saying anything because they're afraid. They're afraid of the authorities. Obviously, that country is corrupt, with money, power, and the governor. So they're not saying too much. Especially they don't want to scare the tourists coming over there because that's how they make their money. So, like I said, um, there's more to be seen. There's a lot of uncertainty, and I'm just very devastated and very shocked that no one's not going even a little further to investigate to figure out what happened, what is going on in this cold case. But I truly, truly believe in my hearts and hearts that she is alive. And call me crazy, but that's what my heart is leading me to, believing that she's alive and she was taken against her will. And I hope and pray wherever she is at that she will escape and someone will help her and then she can come back home and tell her story. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm believing because you never know. And if there's no body, I'm still hopeful that she's alive somewhere, unless someone can really come forward and really say something. And I hope someone do. I hope someone have enough courage to go to the authorities, someone that they trust, and to actually tell someone what really happened to her, if she's dead or if she's alive. I really, really true, because someone out there knows the real truth. Someone knows the story. Someone know what really happened to her. And I hope and pray that someone do. And I really hope that, she's alive and she will tell her truth and her story. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm believing. A lot of people think I'm crazy for even talking about this right now, even though it's been 7 months and there's no news outlet about this because everyone has moved on. But even though people have moved on, but please don't forget about her. I haven't forgot about her. I pray for her each and every day. I pray for her family that the truth will come out, that there will be some revelation into this cold case, that maybe someone in the back end is investigating and just not saying anything until they have more information, until they have enough evidence and proof to back up their theories. I hope so. I really do. And I'm praying for that because, like I said, when things are hidden in the dark, the truth always come out either way, whether if it's 7 months or a year or 10 years, 5 years down the line, the truth always come out. And I hope and pray the truth comes out sooner than later because, again, it's 7 months and we all including me, need to know the truth, what really happened to her. And I'm just going to keep praying, and I'm always going to, follow up and check periodically any updates, any leads. I hope there are some type of leads, good leads, not some imaginary leads, because we don't want that. We want truth and transparency, what really happened to her. And like I said, until the bodies surface, she's still alive somewhere out there against her will, being sex trafficking, being drugged, God knows what, fighting for her life, fighting to get back home so she can tell her truth and her story behind this. And that's what I'm hoping and praying for. And we gotta wait and see what's gonna happen, you guys. And yeah, and that's all I have to say about that. So keep praying. My hearts go out to the family and friends of Sudiska, and I just hope that some truth will come out of this. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, and I hope that something will reveal and something will come out of this. Before I let you go, guys, I know Monday I mentioned about my book club about Virginia Giuffre, about Nobody's Girl. So I haven't got the book yet, so I'm going to get it Thursday, and that's when I'm going to do my live at 5 to do a book club about it, to have a discussion about the book. So if you guys did purchase the book, great. If you didn't, that's fine as well. You can follow along with me, reading her book and having discussions about it. I'm definitely going to do it Thursday and Friday as well, you guys. So I look forward to that. So it's definitely not going to be on Tuesday. I just want to make it very clear. And I also mentioned it on my video on Wednesday as well. So everyone is aware that the book club, it's not happening on Tuesday because I did not get the book yet, obviously. And it will start on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward for all of you to join in and just have a discussion about the book and your theories behind it, who you think are the billionaires that have been sex trafficking and having sex with underage girls for the last decade. And we're going to get to the bottom of this. If the government and the DOJ, excuse me, don't want to get to the bottom of it and don't want to release the files, even though they know who they are. They knew the billionaires, they knew the prime minister, they know all the suspects that have been having sex with underage girls, going to the pedophile island with Jeffrey Epstein, among other things. They know who they are, but they're not doing anything about it. So since they're not going to do anything about it, I think that it's very justice of us, actually poetic, that we just figure out the names and then just release the names of the people who were involved in this, even though we don't have proof of it. But with that being said, the proof is in the pudding with that book, because that book is very damaging. As a lot of people have been mentioning about the book, it's very powerful. You know what I mean? And even though Virginia is no longer here, but her voice still remains to speak. Her voice is still telling her truth. So even though death shut her up, the book did not shut her up, and her spirit did not shut her up either, because even through death, her voice is still powerful. Isn't that crazy? So they thought by shutting her up that everything would be buried. Everything would be buried and no one won't reveal the truth, but the truth is coming out through her book, through her voice. Okay? And she's telling her truth through her own words. And that's what we're going to discuss about Thursday at live. So join in and stay tuned. And thank you so much, you guys, for joining That's It on this channel. And I really appreciate each and one of you. And love you all. Pray, drink some water, and just love one another. Just love one another, respect each other, and just pray for everyone who needs prayer, because we really do, especially in our country too. The struggles that we're going through, we all need prayer every day. And that's all I'm going to say about that, you guys. So thank you so much for watching and joining in, and I will see you guys on Thursday.